because there's kernels of creativity, but you can't really critique something until you've done it. And then after you do it, you typically don't critique it as much because you understand that it's really hard to do. So
see, this is all like foreign to me. Like I have no idea what just came out of his mouth.
Let me put it into terms. He's saying that it's hard. It's hard to take these people seriously when they
think they know everything but don't.
Pretty much.
Okay, all right.
And the other unfortunate thing is because everyone thinks they can do it, the majors get oversaturated. Not so much the problem with English, but more so the problem with film, where you'll get into a class and there's 100, 200 people in really basic level classes. It's almost like a math class I was in, where the room is almost full of just people because they've been watching movies their whole life. What should I do? I don't know. I'm gonna make movies, but it's a little more harder than that. And as you start taking more classes, you learn that writing isn't about writing; it's about rewriting. And watching movies and shooting movies isn't about shooting movies; it's about reshooting movies.
Oh yeah.
So,
that was deep, man. I gotta
and I still don't know what's going on.
So
Can you translate this for me?
I guess the nice thing about it is that if you make something that works, it's great. But the unfortunate part is getting to that point, like breaking in, setting yourself apart from such a large group of people is the hard thing with it. So whether it's film or whether it's English, that's
the thing is about any creative thing is it's about who you know, where you can go with it. And the thing is that everybody that's an artist is generally really egotistical. They're just like they're so in love with themselves
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's all about and like when you're trying to get a job from someone that is so into themselves, you have to suck a lot of dick.
Is that why your lips are so red?
My lips are so red because I haven't put on my Burt's Bees today. Okay, and you can shut your whore mouth. But like, okay, here's the one thing I don't like about being a film major is like, okay, when I was growing up in high school and stuff, I always liked the deep, thought-provoking movies, and all my friends liked stupid-ass shit like Step Brothers and Talladega Nights and all this.
I was one of those friends. I'm not even gonna lie.
You don't even see movies and you see that piece of shit. But besides the point, I don't like what the general audience, like Transformers and stuff, not a fan. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All that stuff. But the thing is, so I was like, oh, I'm a film major. I'm going to finally get to hang out with people that like movies and quality film. And then I find that I don't get along with them either very much because they like boring ass crap. Ugh. They just love
boring? Really? You think your classmates are boring?
But they like boring movies, and they like talking about boring movies. Like, everyone's talking about Tree of Life, and I have no interest in seeing that.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I've heard of Tree of Life. I haven't seen it. Most of the movies I watch are pretty obscure. Like, there's some like French fantasy movies I was watching where it's like this detective that's almost like Sherlock Holmes, but he has magical powers, and there's really cool fight scenes, and he has like a mirror mask and all this. It's stuff that maybe 100 people in the U.S. have seen and probably 20 people in France, but it's good stuff.
Yeah, because I was about to say, like, egotistical, like, that is the physics department especially. Most people, you got, like, your like, small percentage that are really chill, like, they're really nice people, and then pretty much everyone else is just like, oh, this is a really hard major, so I must be really smart if I'm getting through this. And I mean, physics majors have, like, a reputation for totally bashing engineers. Like, just bashing them, like, thinking, just thinking they're really stupid. Yeah, exactly like Big Bang Theory. Like, that's exactly how physics majors, like, see engineering majors.
Are there people like Sheldon Cooper in the physics?
Oh, I'm... kind of, yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
That's gotta... I don't know about that.
Yeah.
I met some of your friends. We went to Thai food with a couple of your coworkers once, and they...
But my coworkers are really cool. Like, somehow I got into the group with those are pretty much the only cool people in the physics department. We just happen to all work for the same guy.
They all think they're really cool, but really they're super smart, and they just don't talk to everyone else.
No, because, like, one guy, he's probably, like, the only guy in the entire department that still has a social life, like, lives with his girlfriend, parties a lot, like, I think, like, 3 months after I first started working there, he's like, hey, you want to drop some acid this weekend? And I was like, no. But he's, like, the smartest. He didn't show up for class for, like, 3 months.
I hate that.
And
I could
still
never do
pulled
that.
off a B and still
I could
had
never do that. I hate that because there were so many people that we went to high school with that were
Yeah.
like stoned out of their mind, drunk as shit, and they got better grades than I did.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then again, I never
and that's
tried.
exactly what he did. Like, he's a really smart guy. Obviously, he's smarter than the average since he can teach the material to himself when he doesn't go to class.
Mhm.
But he's a really cool guy. I mean, everyone else is pretty pretentious. Like, I've noticed. Like, they're just like, oh, stupid English majors, stupid this,
Yeah.
stupid that. And once in a while, I think that, like, when a business major complains about how hard your class is, I'm like, huh, really?
Well, I complain to you about my classes. But Matt.
You do, but it's more like they're boring. You never say, like, it's super, super, super hard. Like, oh, I can't
Yeah, it's
figure out
never
this
hard.
essay.
I'm just really lazy.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But Matt, you do not have a girlfriend.
No, I don't.
Okay, so our next thing is relationships.
Right.
So let's kick it off with you. When was the last relationship you were in?
Last relationship was about a year, I'd say.
And so what's great about when you're in a relationship, but when you're not?
What's great about when you're in a relationship is when you have like someone there that you can complain about stuff to, like, oh my god, I had to watch Double Indemnity today, which is actually a really
Stuff
good
that-
movie. But
yeah, like if you were to complain about something completely irrelevant to your friend, be like, okay, so what, get over it. But like when you have a relationship, I know exactly what he's talking about.
Obviously, because you just, like, jumped on
I was
the
so
bandwagon.
excited. Yeah, I was so excited when he said this. Like, because you can complain about stupid shit that doesn't matter to when you're in a relationship, and they give a shit. I don't know.
Really?
at least they look like it. Yeah.
Yeah. See, I'm always, like, when I get in a relationship, I'm terrified to complain about anything. Just because, like, I always hear about my dad complains about how my mom complains too much. So I hate to, like, put that burden onto something else.
Well, the question
So
is,
I
what's
usually
more,
put on my parents because I know they can't run away from me.
well, the question is, what's more annoying? People who complain too much, or people who complain about people who complain too much? That was really meta.
I don't know. I think actually it was like in the same grouping. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. So, okay, what don't you like about when you're in relationships?
What I don't like about being in a relationship is the expectations, because there'll be days where I just like being a writer and being just I guess a creative person is, I don't want to say similar to a physics person for those of you physics people listening, but people who do
No one.
people who do like really like reflective things, whether it's physics, philosophy, or writing, are all really individualist and really like their free time. So for me, I'm perfectly content to sit down and read a comic book or listen to an audiobook or read a regular book or listen to a podcast or even go climbing without even talking to people for hours. And when you have a girlfriend or something like that who wants you to come over or to hang out, you feel kind of bad when you're like, I'd rather not see you. I'd rather go climb until my fingers bleed.
Go climb until my fingers bleed.
I can see how that relationship ended.
Which for those of you climbers out there, you understand. You climb until your hands don't work anymore.
Yeah, but that's still a terrible thing to say to your girlfriend. I don't want to go to the movies with you tonight. I'm gonna climb until my fingers bleed.
Well, now you could have the same end game, is you just wait until she's on her period, and then you...
Well, see, you're bleeding, so I'm gonna go.
No, you use your fingers.
Oh, ew. Yeah.
You completely
AIDS,
missed
hello.
that. You don't get AIDS by... Never mind. You know what?
You don't know that.
What do you like about being in a relationship, Mai?
What do I like about being in a relationship?
No, but...
I think you should go first, just because my relationships are pretty shoddy. So.
I don't like anything about being in a relationship. I know, actually, like, I got so excited.
Bull crap.
Shut up.
That's-
I'm a relationship whore. Everyone knows,
You
but
are. You just go from like one to another. I'm actually surprised.
I've been single so long.
Yeah.
3 months is a long time for me.
Alright, but go ahead. What do
But
you like?
I completely agree. Like, just because, I don't know. To me, the little things matter more than the big things. So when you have someone to tell the little things to, it feels pretty good. And plus, I'm a big cuddler, so I like.
Yeah, yes, you are.
So I like having someone to sleep next to. Other than that, the casual sex is okay. It's alright. Going out to do dinner and stuff is fun. Date nights are cool, but I don't know, that's not necessarily related to relationships. What I don't like about relationships though is I don't know. I think it makes me less of a person. And more of a couple, I guess, because I don't know if that's a tragic flaw of